know,
shot to the band there, dressed in all pink.
Yeah, it kind of brings everybody all together, the first responders and everybody supporting Tackle Cancer. Looks great. We got a lot of people all.
Fans, we want to mention our first responders are down here at the 10-yard line again. First responders are going to head out. They're going to make a tunnel as your Ranger team runs on the field. Hey fans, let's have a big welcome now for tonight's opponent, Rangers. We appreciate your attendance at tonight's game, and we hope you enjoy the competition between both teams. Fans in America, it's tradition to stand, remove your hats, and face the American flag during the singing of our national anthem. Please join our Forest Lake Pep Band under the direction of Barry Zumwalt and Jeff McPheeson as we sing our Star Spangled Banner.
All right. Well, we'll just start her off here.
All right, we are back.
Got a little technical difficulty there to start off. You heard the intro. If you didn't, we'll reintroduce ourselves here. My name is Noah Casa.
I'm Joel Geist, and we got
Caleb.
I'm adjusting my microphone, but I'm back. I am Caleb Casa.
There you go. All right, Tackle Cancer and First Responders Night here at Ranger Stadium, taking on the Woodbury Royals.
And talking to coaches, this is the battle of second place in our playoff seeding. This is really going to solidify Woodbury's in third place in our division. We're in second, Stillwater's in first. It would have been good to get that win against Stillwater, but it was a hard-fought game.
It was a hard-fought game, and it was a long game. And you know what? Kudos to all of you that tuned in from home, stayed tuned in. We saw all you guys watching on the streams.
We had a lot of ghost viewers. I heard a lot of stories of people falling asleep with the game on.
Well, there was also a power outage. There was also a power outage in Forest Lake when we came back on. So
we did have that.
So we did
too.
lose. We did lose quite a few viewers.
So to have the numbers that we did have,
right,
is an accomplishment.
Right.
We outlasted all of the broadcasters that were at the game for Stillwater.
We found a way to success. Just have nobody else be on. It's
perseverance,
just us,
much like our football team.
Stillwater's going to leave. All their fans come and watch us. Okay. Hey, guess what? We got more viewers now.
Here we go.
All right. Looks like the wind is a problem on the tee, so we're going to have it being held.
Walters. We got that correction this week.
Correction for TJ.
TJ
His last name
Walters.
is Walters, and that is a
typo
misprint
on our
rosters. So we are very sorry to the Walters family.
Goodwin gets us underway. Woodbury will receive the kick in the end zone, and they'll start with the ball in the 20. Good kick by Goodwin.
Good kick with the wind.
Yeah,
we are definitely going to be keeping tabs on that.
Caleb, you got some keys to the game for us on first possessions.
I will. I do. We got, in terms of Woodbury's offense, Bagillos is their quarterback. They need to really build his confidence early, get him going. Last week he had 3 picks, and the offense kind of sputtered against Mounds View, so look for them to do some quick passes and get him going.
All right, with that.
So, in other words, the key to our game is to just shut him down right away.
I like it.
My defensive keys are, they came out in an I formation there, but what I've seen in film of them last game, they're more of a spread team. They sometimes get in a wildcat whenever, and I talked to the Forest Lakes defensive coordinator, Burtness, about kind of varying their formations a lot, which they tend to do. You can see them running Wildcat, and you see a lot of spread, RPO-type actions. They got quite the running back on the team, too.
Here we go on 2nd down and 7. Woodbury working out of the shotgun, dropping the pass. Looking downfield, he's got a receiver. And the Rangers will converge on him about the 47-yard line. That'll be a first down for Woodbury.
So, I mean, what I would say is if they're looking to run Wildcat and looking to have backs come in, that's where Howie Johnson and Mark Rendell are going to be a big factor in this game, especially Howie getting that pressure and still having the agility to move and stay with the outside back if they go Wildcat.
1st and 10 now. Bielos out of the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. Rolling the pass, he's got a receiver in the flat. Cutting it back in. Rangers able to stop him after a gain of 11 and another Woodbury first down.
That was kind of a weird, it was kind of a delayed blitz from the backside there by Jackson Christensen.
We know that for sure, Caleb. It's Bajelos.
Yes.
All right.
I don't trust him.
Thought that was one of those good old silent J's.
I did too.
Bajelos out of the pistol. Handoff. Ranger wrecking crew.
There it is, right there, Howie Johnson.
Howie Johnson just swallowing him up at the line of scrimmage.
And, I mean, that's the biggest part of Howie's game there is he can get into the backfield, and he's strong enough to move while he's still in contact with the offensive lineman.
You see him here fight off that block. Read that run beautifully.
And Gruba came in on the backside as well, so he had absolutely nowhere to go.
High snap, Bajelos takes it up the middle. Nothing doing, Ranger on.
Everybody there. That was Gruba, Rendell. Take your pick, all four of them.
It'd be easier to pick the guys that were not in on the tackle than the ones that were.
Exactly. I don't know who gets that one. Everybody gets a quarter.
3rd and 11.
It's interesting. Woodbury's offense is kind of changing how they're getting plays in. The last game, I've only watched one game of film on them, but they never huddled. They kind of stayed in their formation and called the play in that way. They're huddling, taking some time off the clock. Interesting shift over the week.
Another interesting shift is they got Nate Schleif.
Bajelos rolling, looking for a receiver, throws downfield.
He did
incomplete pass.
So I don't know if we're having injury problems at nose tackle, but Nate Schleif has been moved to nose tackle. He's playing nose. He was playing defensive end along when Gruba was injured for the early part of the season, and he is now in there at nose tackle. So
let's see what Woodbury decides to do here. It looks like they're running the punt team on. Caleb will have some keys to the Rangers shortly after this play. Trying to get a number here on that punter. Butler in the punt.
Low liner.
Rough punt, takes a Ranger bounce.
Yeah, that's
picked up by the Royals.
That's almost a situation where you just say, we're going to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think they could have probably gotten that. That's one of the situations where you might throw a fly ball downfield. Caleb, keys to the Rangers game today.
Stay on schedule and find an effective passing game. Rangers have averaged 37 passing yards this season, and a lot of it's due to our quarterback being injured. But I know it's a windy one out, but look to stay in two-dimensional, not one-dimensional.
I don't know. I'm looking at the line, and for Woodbury, it kind of looks like they are slightly undersized, but as far as getting off the line, they looked really quick there. So I was going to say it looks like we might have a little bit of a mismatch on our offensive line versus their defensive line, but looks like they might be getting off the ball a little quicker.
2nd and 12 for the Rangers. Cole takes a snap, handoff. Patzer met at the line of scrimmage, no gain. It's going to be a battle of the defensive lines tonight, it looks like. Holy cow. 3rd and long coming up for the Rangers. We did get word earlier this week on about Wednesday that Cole is at full health, and we will probably see a lot less of Nolan and a lot more of Cole, although they do still like Nolan in certain situations.
Well, in certain situations, Nolan is almost like DeMonso is almost like running a wildcat. He is like a second running back in that situation.
Cole rolling to pass, has a receiver downfield, caught.
There you go.
First down,
Rangers.
Ethan Lashinsky coming up with the big reception. And that's something we missed the past couple weeks is the passing game, Caleb.
That's a passing staple in B-Scouts offense. He's talked about it, how he likes to get the quarterback out of the pocket on those sprint-out type looks. Really easy for a high school quarterback to roll out. Makes them be able to see the field more, and it puts less pressure on your O-line to block for him.
Great pass by Cole there. Here we go. 1st and 10, ball on the 50. Gerald going to keep it himself, flip it back downfield. It'll be an incomplete pass at the line of scrimmage. That was risky.
Almost over the line of scrimmage.
Incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You see a lot of that in the new high school and NFL. I think the Eagles ran it a lot last year. Basically a triple option at the flat pass.
And that was almost backwards, too. Yeesh.
If the plays run well, that's a good play. But that one there, you need a little bit more separation between that receiver and the defender.
You need to throw that a little bit further behind the line so you're not throwing it backwards.
Cole, pitch out to Patzer. Patzer down the sideline, 40. Muscles his way to the 30.
Yes.
Cole took a shot on the play.
Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Running over guys.
20-yard gain for the Rangers, and Patzer adding to the rushing yards total.
And if you look at the stats for Forest Lake, our rushing yards are basically 4 times everybody else. This is the bread and butter of the Rangers offense, and Patzer has just been an absolute beast when he's been hit and getting yards after his first hit.
Rangers run up the middle, stopped for maybe a couple of yards. Your current rushing leader for Forest Lake, obviously Leighton Patzer, leading the pack with 862 rushing yards on the season.
Which is more than all of the teams combined rushing against Forest Lake this year.
That is very true. 2nd and 9. Gerald still out of the pistol. Handoff Patzer. He's got a hole. Stiff arm 20. Puts his helmet down to the 15. And finally taken down at the 12.
And, he had guys blocking downfield, offensive linemen getting down there. This is where the run game, if you can continue this pace, Rendell just goes down there and absolutely destroys that linebacker. Whew. What a block there. But this is where, when it gets harder as the game goes on, to continue just try and tackle guys, because you're just going down there and getting mauled by everybody.
Cole, handoff Patzer. Patzer plunging forward, gain of a few, down to about the 10.
I am liking the outside runs more than the inside runs up the middle. Their nose tackle number 73. He seems to be getting off the ball really well and keeping his lane. So
same as last week, yeah. I like the outside runs. Gurrell takes a snap. Option out to the left side. They stay home. Patzer makes a nifty move to get away from the first guy, and the Royals converge on him there. It's going to be 3rd down and about 8 yards to go. 1st down on the 4-yard line if the Rangers can get there. But time running out here in the first quarter.
And that's why we're in the booth, Noah. We say we like the outside run, and then they just sniff it out.
Key on it, yeah.
2nd, 3rd, and long. We'll see what they do if they decide to roll out. I expect a motion up top, most likely. But we'll see what they decide to do. Here's where the passing can come into play.
I would like that drag route across to Rendell.
Cole rolling, firing. He's got Rendell. Speak of the devil, and he's got a touchdown! Touchdown, Rangers!
Maybe somebody called that one. So I guess I could call someplace.
Rendell with the 10-yard touchdown reception, putting the Rangers on the board first.
And, you know, as far as that goes, that was just a great rollout and a great catch to be able to turn around right away and get going north and south. Because that's tough to catch the ball and turn around right away, especially when you got a guy right there. If he hesitates at all, he is dead. He is dead right there on the 8-yard line.
Mark Rendell with his second receiving touchdown of the season, leading the team in touchdown receptions.
Yes.
Now, we also lost our passing quarterback for a good chunk of the past couple weeks, so
that is true.
Maybe a few other opportunities that we don't know about.
And I was talking with Caleb earlier. Like that drag route is just very, very difficult for the defense to defend because they're doing RPO run pass options that he has the option to do anything. And Rendell could be in there to block. He could be releasing, and the linebacker has to stay with him the whole time, and that's really tough if like you get beat on your block and now you got to get back and he released, now you got to get back and cover him. It's just a really hard play to defend there.
Caleb, what do you foresee Woodbury doing here on this series once they get the ball back?
I would expect them to keep that ball in the air. They had their only really successful plays came in the air, and then we saw them run and get in a 3rd and long where you want to pass, especially if you're a passing team, you don't want to pass when the other team knows you're going to pass, but you want to pass it on the early downs because they still have to honor the run at least a little bit. And Woodbury's a very balanced team offensively. In talking to our DC, he said they're basically 50-50. They can run it, they can pass it, they can do it just the same. So early passing, I think, in the downage, so 1st and 2nd down passing would be something that I would see as the OC that was successful the first drive. We'll see what they do this drive.
Well,
1st and 10, Bagello looking to pass, connects on a slant route, gain of 15 and a 1st down for Woodbury.
Number 8 was their preseason all-conference, all-district type player. I think he was all-athlete or something to that extent. Burton has talked about the importance of limiting him, and he said if we limit number 8 and we limit their running back, Tisdale, Forsyth will have a good shot. So look for us to kind of scheme for 8 and the running back to kind of shut them down.
Handoff up the middle, first semi-successful run that Woodbury has had all night. That one going for 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Jack Thill came up and really stopped that play there. He came in low, made a great tackle. He kind of got by the 2nd line and got by the linebackers, but Jack really realized that was not going to be a pass and came up and made a great stop there.
A little confusion on the defensive line for the Rangers.
Rendell.
Tisdale with the ball, headed out right, tripped up just beyond the line of scrimmage.
Rendell just missed a great tackle for a loss.
Yeah. Tisdale with just a little bit more speed than his guys.
Yeah, he had a little bit of speed, but
impressive of a 2-yard game as you're going to see. Kind of shows you all those 2 yards. It kind of shows how much Tisdale has athleticism-wise.
3rd and 7. We'll see if they go back to the pass here.
The way this timing is running out, it's 2:42 left in the first, and they will switch sides on the quarter. I would really love to see them.
They go with a quick bubble pass. Yeah. Rendell comes up, makes the hit, makes the tackle, brings up 4th down, gain of nothing on the play.
This kind of sets it up for Force Lake. Hopefully they can make a long, sustained drive and take a lot of this time so they will not be with the wind in the 2nd quarter.
Woodbury looks to be trotting on the punt team.
He'll be punting into the wind, and then judging by the last punt, if it didn't get very high, but it definitely got knocked down by that wind last time.
And it's not really gusting. It's a steady wind, so we'll see how this punt goes. This one much better for him. Oh, Rangers muff it. Woodbury's on it. It's going to be Woodbury ball.
I would have fair caught that one. That one was definitely one that you should put your hand in the air.
Mitch Long just not able to haul that one in.
Yeah, you got somebody standing 7 yards in front of you. You just need to put your arm up and...
So defense back out on the field. First down and 10 for Woodbury. Ball on the 27. We'll see what Bajello and this Royals offense does with their second life. Takes a snap, looks to pass, throw over the middle. Nice move. Juking 2 Rangers out of their socks before being taken down short of the marker.
You can see the effectiveness of this passing game. I think teams, especially after we played Stillwater, can see this as a weakness of getting the ball out quick. We know how dangerous the Ranger wrecking crew can be, so these quick passes eliminate the pass rush that can be coming.
Royals changing something at the line. Jello, the running back to his left, takes a snap, handoff, up the middle, nothing doing. Ranger wrecking crew. What can you say?
Howie Johnson, Colby Christensen, a whole host of others.
Yeah, I mean, if there's one thing that is going to beat the Rangers, it's those quick passes. We saw it with multiple different teams, especially when we seem to be in more of a zone defense, but manned up on the outside. I like our secondary. I'd put them up against Walters or...
I mean, the other thing is our linebackers, DeMonso, and you got Reed Olson on the outside. They're all very, very quick. So those quick passes, a lot of times
coming up to make the stick. It's going to be a first down for the Royals.
A lot of times those quick passes aren't going to get you a lot of yards, though. So you're going to have to string a bunch of those together in order to beat the Rangers. Like right now, they had 2 first downs on their other drive. They got their new life on the turnover here, and it's still something where they're having problems up the middle with the run.
Bajello. Looks like Woodbury's going to take a timeout here, or was it Forest Lake? Either one of you guys get a view on that?
I believe
quarter.
It was
quarter.
Yeah.
Excuse me. No timeouts called.
All right, so the wind is going to be now in favor of Woodbury and in the face of the Forest Lake Rangers.
Being on the field, it's more of a crosswind, although the flag does show kind of what you're saying. On the field, I was talking with Leo, one of the assistant coaches, and seeing the kicker, you could see the kicks just be going right if we're going this way. So it's more crosswind-ish. So it's going to be tough passing either way, but we've seen both teams pass successfully so far.
Well, nothing deep yet. We've had a couple that were 10 yards, 15 yards, but nothing really deep and long, and I really would think that would be a deep, long pass would be hard to complete in this wind.
Looks like this is saying a northwest wind of 9 miles an hour steady, but we've seen some gusts come through, breaking up the wind consistency that have been much more than that. But Jello stopped in the backfield. He's got to throw it away. He had Gruba and Howie Johnson staring him down.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure there. And, that's one of those situations where we were talking about. Since Gruba's come back, we have not had to blitz to get a lot of pressure. We have Howie Johnson on one side, Gruba on the other, and we've been seeming to be able to rush 4 and still get a lot of pressure. And when we do decide to blitz, then it's really, really effective because you have DeMonso coming in free.
2nd and 10, ball on the 14. Royals trying to put some points on the board. Run up the middle. Rangers there converging quickly. Gain of maybe a couple on the play. That's going to bring up third down, and a big third down at that if the Rangers can keep them from scoring here. Caleb?
Something to know. I guess the first down play that turned out to be incomplete pass, that was a complete busted play by the Royals, but having a veteran quarterback in there, it looked like it was supposed to be a jet sweep, and he snapped it late. He just got rid of it, and now instead of taking a sack, he sets his team up in third and manageable, not third and total long.
Here we go. Royals taking the snap, rolling the pass.
Oh, there's a hold on the outside.
Hold on Howie Johnson. Throw into the ground, incomplete.
Still no call, though.
No holding call. Howie Johnson needs to have his jersey reset. Howie was, that was brutal. But the Royals will trot out what looks to be their field goal kicking group. We'll see if they can put 3 on the board.
So this is a weird one where he's going to be on the left hash and he's going to have to aim further right because of the wind.
See if they can get it done. Snap, hold, kick is up. And good. So the Royals get on the board. And a good recovery by the Ranger defense to only allow 3 after the Royals had great starting field position after the muffed punt.
Right. You know, and that's good to just come out of there with a field goal. Like, I'll consider that a win. Just a minor lapse in judgment on the return. And
I got a feeling Mitch is going to be fair catching a fair few punts.
Well, I mean,
yes.
I'm going to say, you know, it's not good that it happened. It's good that it happened in that situation. Right now we're not in a situation where, you know, the game is on the line. That's one of those coachable, teachable moments that you can have, like, hey, man, we just really need you to fair catch that there. It's not a big deal. Just we need that to happen next time. Like, it didn't really hurt us that bad. So let's get out there and work for next time.
Caleb, you got any more keys to the game that you didn't go over yet?
On the offensive side of the ball for the Rangers, I would just talk about how the keys to the game that we talked about have been going well, and that's why the Rangers are up. We said, are they going to come out, and will they be able to pass? Will they be able to pass? We saw a couple play-action passes, a couple rollouts, and that's kind of what the Rangers are. They're not a true drop-back.
Reverse here on the
Rangers running a reverse with Cordy, and Cordy is stacked up at the 15 and dropped. That's where the Rangers offense will set up. Caleb, you were saying before?
Our offense isn't a drop-back passing offense. Not really a lot of quick game. It's play-action pass off a hard run fake, or it is a sprint-out pass. Unlike what we see with Woodbury, where they're more just straight drop-back, one-step, three-step, get it out. The Rangers don't really have that. That's why we need to have the run effective so those plays can work.
I'd like to see Sam Cordy get involved a little bit more on the outside.
It's worked in the past. I'd like to see it again at some point here tonight. Cole trots the offense back out on the field. Will take the snap. Quick pass to himself. He's got the Shinsky flag on the play. I got a feeling it's going to end up coming back, but a big gain for the Rangers. It's going to be nullified.
Illegal man downfield or offensive pass interference, most likely.
I'm going to say it's either illegal man downfield or holding.
Cole Simmers of the Royals hobbling off on one leg while we get the call from the ref here.
Oh, we're going backwards.
Fouls on the play, both of the offense. And that was what offense number 62. Holding, offense number 915. The penalty is declined. Ineligible downfield is 5 yards. Repeat first down.
Our Rangers cannot get a solid block downfield, and it's unbelievable. I mean, they've blocked very well all season, and every single block gets called for a hold. That one, you see the jersey snag on I think that was long there. Yeah, you can't have that. Nullifies a huge play. And now the Rangers have to set up at the 11-yard line for 1st and 15. Cole takes the snap, handoff, Patzer up the middle. He'll gain a few back, but that's only setting up a 2nd and long.
This is not where the Rangers want to be, behind the sticks, like we talked about, with an offense so based on the running game being really good and aggressive. You don't want to be in 2nd and long, but it's going to test out how confident Coach Biscow is in our passing game, and it's going to test how Cole's going to be able to bounce back.
Well, Rendell's checking in, so could be
that drag route
Could be
again.
that drag route across. Little play action.
2nd down and 13. Handoff, Patzer coming our way. We're going to get another flag on the play.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to get Mason Valrath on a hold. He came up holding his hands up, so that is usually like, it wasn't me.
That's going to put him in an even worse field position for 2nd and getting to be a country mile here.
Well, that's going to be half the distance to the goal line. Yep. Yeah, that's Mason Valrath.
Whew. What do you do here, Caleb?
You be conservative and not get a safety.
Well, I mean, I would think you're just going to try and get, 4 or 5 yards just to get yourself some room to make a decent punt out of here.
2nd and long, 3rd and long, a good call would be some sort of screen if we have it in the playbook. A non-aggressive pass play.
Here we go. Gurrell works out of the pistol, takes the snap.
Oh. Looks
Another
like a false
flag.
start penalty. Well, pretty soon these penalties don't matter because you're going to start going half and half and half, and it's only a yard. So,
Number 12. Half distance to the goal. 2nd down.
so that'll be about a 3-yard loss on that half the distance to the goal.
I don't see, yeah.
You weren't the only one that didn't see false start on that play.
Yeah, I didn't really see it.
I don't know what. I mean, maybe a foot shifted or something.
I think it was the
snap.
outside receiver because it definitely wasn't on the line. I think it was the outside
Well, it
receiver.
wasn't Nolan. Cole takes the snap, handoff, Patzer making a few moves, getting close to the 10-yard line, and that makes back 6 yards.
That gets some breathing room back, at least.
Brings up 3rd down and 17, ball on the 9. We'll have to see what the Rangers do to try and dig themselves out of this hole.
Just get it into one of your playmakers' hands near the line of scrimmage and just see what they can do.
Cordy is out on the field, so
The chances of you converting a 3rd and 17 are not good, so don't take a chance and turn it over in the red zone.
I mean, just get it in a playmaker's hands and let him see what he can do. Get some room, make a decent punt, and
Rangers roll the pass. Gurrell throwing downfield. He's got a receiver intercepted by the Raiders.
Well, honestly, that is like a punt.
With having to punt into the wind going this way, yeah, I don't know how much more we would have gotten off of a punt.
I don't hate that. We took a shot, and that's one of those spots in high school football where I believe that is the right play to do. Like, it's 3rd and long. If he catches it, it's a first down. If he gets he might get an interference call, first down. If they intercept it, oh well, we turn it over and you get a decent punt out of it.
All right. Reverse flea flicker.
Oh, that was
ball downfield. Caught by the Royals. Touchdown. No, they're going to call him down at the 1 yard line. So the Royals pulling out some trickery with a big play there, trying to.
It's a great call by the offensive coordinator. A lot of the times, offensive coordinators like to call their trick play after change of possession to catch the defense kind of relaxed.
Right.
The last thing a defense is thinking about is a trick play when they have to go in there on the first play. As you can see, all the secondary bit on that. It's just great execution by Woodbury, putting first in goal on the 1 yard line.
Well, it's a great job of
the
Phil
Wildcat
getting back there to save that touchdown.
Here it is.
Can the Ranger Wrecking Crew stand up to the Royals? First down from the 1, high snap.
They jumped.
Royals stuffed at the line, loss of 2.
They look like they jumped. Oh, okay. I guess we're not going to call that.
Yeah, a bit more movement down there than I saw on that Ranger play, but.
Yeah, that defense, that.
The left tackle blocked down and just completely left. All right, in. I think that was Jackson Christensen. Just come and make a play. I don't know if that was play design or.
This is the one area that I feel comfortable with the Ranger defense right now. Of if they got to try and don't try and run it up the middle because you ain't gonna get there. Rangers
up the middle. Sack. Rendell and Howie Johnson both back there on the pressure. Rendell comes up with the lasso.
When you're Bajellos, that is close to unacceptable. We saw him early in the game just throw it away. You cannot take a sack there.
Oh, Tisdale's got to make that block, though. Tisdale came in and just gave Rendell a shoulder, and Rendell just went right by him.
Big third down here.
A little bit better of a block if you're a running back there.
For the Royals. Guessing they're going to be going to the air here. Secondary's got to tighten up here. Bajellos.
Man in motion, we're going to be short on that side.
Timeout taken.
Ooh. If that was B-Scout, that was a good timeout. They had a mismatch up top.
Woodbury shot themselves in the foot by taking that timeout.
All right, I'll take that because I did not like that at all. With that motion, we had the motion man coming back, and the safety was just starting to cheat up. And had they snapped it, the middle receiver would have had 10 yards wide open.
All right, so the defense game planning for a 3rd and long. Rangers with a little bit of momentum here. Needing a big play. I mean, I don't know what kind of kicker that Woodbury's got. They are kicking with the wind here. But a big loss coming from Howie Johnson or Gruba here. Bajellos takes the snap.
That's Nate Schleif.
And he's struck down again.
That's Nate Schleif. I believe that's his first sack and his first sack at nose tackle. He started off the season at defensive end. He's all fired up. I like that, Nate. Great play, Nate.
No bigger sack there than he has ever had for the season. That could be one of his biggest plays.
Absolutely.
Woodbury trots out the field goal team, and we'll see if he can make it from here. Woodbury trying to add 3. Snap, hold, kick, up.
Ooh, no good.
No good. So the Ranger defense holds strong, no points.
Wow. That
Woodbury.
Was bullets dodged there.
Good recovery there for the Rangers.
Woo.
Way to go, defense.
Wow, down on the 1 and then just going backwards.
Don't mess with the Wrecking Crew.
Man,
Don't test them.
Rendell, Nate Schleif, Howie Johnson all getting in on some pressure there, getting some sacks. Love it.
1st and 10 for the Rangers. Ball in the 19. 5 minutes and 16 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Rangers trying for a penalty-free drive to kill some time. Patzer with the handoff.
Problem on the mesh there. That
was
handoff.
scary.
That handoff looked a little bit scary.
It's going to be 2nd down and 10. No gain on the last play. Just under 5 minutes to play in the half. Jarrell out of the pistol. Gurrell. Excuse me. Takes the snap. Quick pass.
Oh, he had
Incomplete.
pressure and got hit as he threw.
Problem avoided there. 3rd and 9. 3rd and 10. Cordy now comes onto the field. We'll see if they choose to use his speed around and outside. They've used that play in this situation a fair amount this year. Four minutes, 36 seconds. Cole takes the snap. Speed option out to the left side, right side. Patzer cutting back, trying to make a few moves, and he's stacked up after a gain of about 5 and will go down. And I'm guessing, yep, the Rangers will trot the punt team on for their first punt of the night. We'll see if Goodwin can muscle this one through the wind.
Well, I mean, if I was Goodwin here, I would just try and knuckle that thing close to the ground and not get a lot of hang time on this one.
And just send it right off the toe.
Cop Butler's punt on Woodbury side is pretty good going this way. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, that second one was
His second one. His first one was not great.
Goodwin gets the punt away. High hanging punt. Hauled in by the Royals. 48-yard line is where they will set up shop. And we'll get to see the Ranger wrecking crew and this defense come back out. Hopefully, they can do what they did on the last drive and set our offense up with a bit better field position. Woodbury will have 3 minutes and 46 seconds left.
All right, this is the time where the defense really has to make a big gut check here because they were just on the field for quite some time. Didn't get a lot of time to rest and hang on, and they're back on the field again.
Bagello takes a snap, handoff going left. Good crease.
Ooh, he is quick.
Yeah.
Quick running back making it outside. Gain of 12 and a first down.
Burtness, the defensive coordinator for Forest Lake, talked about how you have to shut him down, and it's so hard to shut down a dynamic playmaker like him that's in the backfield. There's really not much you can do except for rely on the D-line to shoot gaps. And wow, that was loud.
That was loud.
Bobbled snap.
Oh,
I think Bagello got back on it. Nevertheless, a little loss of down. Tisdale to go along with that speed, coming in at 6'1", 195.
Oh, wow. God, how he just missed that. Yikes.
He's a decent-sized running back there, too. Second down and 12, ball on the 42. High snap over Bagello's head. Ball still on the ground and finally recovered by Bagello.
Howie Johnson sniffing around on that one, too. Man.
The center cannot get the snaps down. I believe they just subbed him out.
Well, I will say that, I mean, as a center, it's a little rough. It looks like Nate Schleif is getting off pretty quickly, and he's normally a defensive end, so he is going to have a quicker first step than a lot of nose tackles.
Well, now we got a second string center in. We'll see if he can deal with the pressure any better. Takes a snap. This one a good snap.
Oh,
Quick
Nate,
screen.
you were through.
Knocked down by the Rangers. They've been burned by those all year, and the Rangers finally defending one beautifully, knocking it down, and it's fourth and longer than a country mile for the Royals.
That was a good job by both Howie Johnson and Nate Schleif. Both of them recognized that it was a screen. They both had an open lane, and then they pulled back. Nate Schleif right here he realizes it's a screen, pulls back.
Howie Johnson able to get that paw up there and bat it down. So here we go. Royals punting with the wind now. High short punt.
Get away, get away, get away.
Takes a Royal bounce, or a Ranger bounce. And we'll be down at about where the first down marker was for the Royals to begin their drive. 1st and 10, ball on the 31 for the Rangers, and just over 2 minutes to go. If the Rangers get something going quickly, there's more than enough time to score left up on that board.
Absolutely. You know, you get a first down, you stop the clock. We also have, looks like 1 timeout left.
2 timeouts, I believe, for the Rangers. Oh, no, just 1. Cordy with the ball, making moves, is swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Trying to get him out to the edge. Always a good call, but that time just didn't work well. Cordy's speed is first class.
Number 77 blew that up. He had the outside contain. I'm not going to try to say his name because I do not want to look bad.
Mason Valrath.
77?
Yep.
77 for the Royals.
Oh, for the Royals.
There's about 23 letters in there, and none of them are vowels. Patzer down the sideline, lowering his shoulder. Believe will get out of bounds.
I'll give it a shot. Matthias Singh-Suvana.
Singh-Suvana. That's not bad. I think that might be
give it a shot. That's my shot.
3rd and 4. For the Rangers. 3rd and 3. Ball on the 38. Rangers trying to put a drive together here before half. Pats are stacked up at the line. Second effort maybe gets him a yard, and it's going to be 4th down and 2.
Yeah, pretty much got to punt it here, I think.
Goodwin and the punt team will come back on to punt this one away. Defensive battle here tonight.
Yeah.
Woodbury, the last 2 drives have not helped themselves out. Stalling when you have 1 yard to go. Just a lot of self-inflicted mistakes. And part of the reason is because of Forest Lake's defense, but some of it's just assignment issues and kind of mental lapses that you're seeing that have helped Forest Lake out.
Well, I mean, part of their Woodbury's problem was the snap, and some of that can be attributed to defensive line play. And some of it is just a bad snap. But like I was saying, I think Nate Schleif has been getting a quick first step, and that has been affecting the center a little bit. But some of the snaps were just not even close. And one of them was just a complete lapse in judgment. He wasn't ready for it. So
it's that last play, I mean, good teaching moment for B-Scout there. Our up man was snapping the ball with 13 seconds left on the play clock. We had more than enough time to run some more time off the field before giving it back to the Royals. 4th and 3, 43 seconds left. Goodwin on the punt. Hopefully we get a good bounce. Goodwin boots this one.
Nice
good punt.
Looks like Rangers bounce-ish.
Nolan downs it at the 34. And the Royals will have 36 seconds to do whatever they want with it before half. Guess and pass.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't expect him to go crazy. I mean,
Woodbury selected path, the 5-yard penalty to the end of the return. First out.
I would definitely think that they're either going to go quick tempo and just try and get a couple of first downs, but also if I was Forest Lake, I don't think I would be, stacking the box or be anywhere close. I would definitely have 3 or 4 guys deep.
So there's a 5-yard penalty on the kickoff for an illegal formation. Woodbury now trying to throw downfield. Reed Olson breaking that one up. Fantastic.
It's a dangerous throw.
Reed Olson and
Jellos.
Walters in man coverage I like it all day long.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets one more step on that, that's 6 the other way.
Bagelos with 31 seconds left on the clock. 10 yards to go for a first down. Takes a snap. Looking downfield. Throwing downfield.
Loading.
Receiver open. Just out of reach. And maybe you wish that wind wasn't at your back for that throw.
Yeah. Well, and that also did track away from him, too, because he actually had to go to the center of the field. And the wind is definitely going and pushing it more to the center of the field. So I think that did drift a little bit.
Don't like seeing that receivers are getting deeper than the safeties, but
It was a really good play call. The deep over makes the over route makes the safeties come up, and then they run a skinny post behind it. Tough miss, though.
Bagelos dropping. Rendell almost had a sack. He turns
Nobody
around,
open.
throws back downfield,
Across his-
incomplete,
across
holding
his
to
body.
come. I believe they wrapped Rendell up.
Yeah, that was a lot of time to be letting Howie Johnson and Rendell just run at you. You got to hold it. You got to hold so somebody doesn't get absolutely cracked back on that one.
So what do? Do you punt it, or do you go for it on fourth down and try and take up 17 seconds?
I don't think they'll be going for it here. This is a punt, and
So the Rangers will get it back with probably, pending what kind of punt it is, about 10 seconds.
it's a line drive, and that's a fair catch.
Mitch Long hauls it in. 12 seconds left for the Rangers. And I would bet you that B-Scow is going to go out there, run one play, and take this into halftime with the lead. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're just gonna
I wouldn't even risk a fumble because we saw Stillwater do that. And
absolutely not. Just go into halftime, call it a 7-3 lead, and call it good.
Although, Woodbury, if they really did want to try and get under our skin, does have 2 timeouts left that they could try and use.
Well, why would they give us a timeout, though? Seems odd.
Handoff, Patzer, bottled up at the line, taken down, and that will be halftime.
All right, so defensive game here. Rangers have had some penalties that have definitely hurt them, especially on 2 separate drives. One that we just kept backing up and couldn't go forward. And that will be your halftime score. Rangers 7, Royals 3. What'd you think in the first half there, Caleb?
Well, I'm encouraged to see the passing game step up for Forest Lake. Cole looks a bit comfortable in there, making throws after not being really in the offensive game plan for 2 weeks. Good to see him just get back in the rhythm, and I think that's going to help the Rangers offense out tremendously going forward. But that's at least what I saw offensively. What did you see defensively?
Defensively, I really liked that our outside contain was doing pretty well. There was only like one or two plays defensively where we kind of lost our outside contain, and Tisdale kind of got, probably between 7 and 12 yards. He got that first down. But as far as how we're doing defensively, our pressure with just rushing 4 has been amazing, and that's also keeping outside contain at the same time. So that gives our corners a lot better chance to get more aggressive and play man, stay closer to those wide receivers, and that's where we're getting those sacks when we were down at first and goal at the 1. There was so much pressure that the backs didn't have to cover that long, and we just got sacks because he had nowhere to even get rid of it because they were playing man coverage there.
As you can see on your screen, it's Tackle Cancer Night, so it looks like the cheerleaders and many cheerleaders are going to do the halftime show. I think we'll let you guys enjoy the halftime show, and we'll take a break. We'll be back a little bit before the second half to start our second half up.
Yep, we will be back.
And there they are, fans. Let's have a hand one more time for your Rangerettes.
They're not getting anything. Hello? Is it working now? Hello?
It's good.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
They say they can hear it.
Are we good? Can you hear me? All right, here we go. Tough battle here. What are you seeing from the Rangers, and what do you want us to continue going on in the second half?
Yeah, proud of us. Good physicality, way to bounce back after a turnover, a couple turnovers. Defense is playing really, really well. We just got to keep playing that game together, lower our pads a little bit, play more physical, and be concerned.
What do you say about the defensive stop? It was first and goal from the 1 yard line, and they come make a stop. How big is that for the confidence of this defense?
It's huge. They're a resilient group. Like, no matter where they're at on the field, they're going to keep continuing to play the next play, getting us going. Obviously, we got some studs that have made some big plays for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This one's going to play a lot of baseball.
All right, and we're back. We're back for the second half for Forest Lake Rangers versus the Woodbury Royals, where the Forest Lake Rangers lead 7-3. A huge defensive battle. Great interview there with Coach Beeskow over halftime there, Caleb.
Yeah, I'm not even going to have something.
He's got something stuck in his throat,
I had a
ladies
hair
and
in my
gentlemen.
mouth. Are you kidding me?
That's great.
Coming back
Highly,
from the side.
highly unprofessional.
This is unbelievable. I don't know how that got in my mouth. I don't want to speculate. We're just gonna leave that
Let's
be.
not talk about anything that's in your mouth.
Okay.
All right. This took a turn for the worse, but we're gonna set this off good. I just want to talk. I was on the field pregame, talking to some of the coaches.
Yeah.
Just want to give a little shout out to the new sweatshirts the coaches are rocking.
Oh,
the
yeah?
hashtag work.
Yep.
If you've watched Ranger games in the past, it's been more of an all black, look, Darth Vader-ish, but I like the gray. Hashtag work. It's the team motto.
I like the All Blacks, though. I do like the All Blacks.
But this has got some more meaning to it. No,
right.
I'm sure you want to tell us the score, so go ahead.
All right, scores from around the league real quick. Burnsville losing to Buffalo 0-14. Shakopee losing to Edina 7-14. Woodbury obviously losing to your Forest Lake Rangers right now 3-7. And St. Michael, Albertville, and Osseo tied up 0-0. Back to you guys.
All right, so that's your scores from around the league. And Forest Lake is set to take the second half kickoff. They will be going with the wind. It does seem like the wind has picked up since the start of the game. Normally it starts to die down at night, but it has not seemed to wane at all.
Fake reverse, $5. Shake on it.
We've been doing. Oh, I just shook on a $5 bet. I didn't mean to do that.
We do a reverse every play, and we just handed it off last time. So free $5 in my pocket.
Right,
Thank you very much.
Don't.
I don't believe that's actually going to happen.
Don't. I need our guys down the field to not do what Caleb just bet me.
A fake reverse.
It's Cordy and Lashinsky deep to receive for your Rangers. And a quick squib kick.
You know what that is? That is not a fake reverse.
Rendell with the ball, making some moves. Pushing boys over, getting out to the 37. And will be good starting field position.
Does the bet still go off on a squib kick?
Nope.
Squib kick?
Oh. Nope. So that's a push?
Oh.
That's what we're calling that? Okay.
Well, you're okay with that, Noah.
Yeah, I don't win money, but I also don't lose money. So we'll be happy with that.
Sports betting is illegal, guys, in the state of Minnesota. Don't do that.
I also don't think we're supposed to be doing it on high school games either, but
that's more of an underdog fantasy bet, though. That's not really a sports bet.
1st and 10 for the Rangers.
If we want to get technical.
Garrell takes the snap.
Oh. Option.
Quick pitch.
To
looking to Lashinsky. Lashinsky brought down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Well, did they give us a yard? They gave us a yard.
They gave us a half a yard.
That is a really good job of the defensive coordinator showing how to coach, covering a triple option. Ran to perfection there by Woodbury's defense.
I would have liked to seen our left tackle get out and block the outside, though.
Garrell takes the low snap, rolls to pass. He's got a receiver downfield. Incomplete. Just out of reach.
That one came in on a hop, too. I don't think he had a shot to catch that one clean.
3rd and long. Rangers don't want to be here necessarily, but we've seen them have success in the air today. Not on the last pass, but in the first half, I think we surpassed our average per game just in the first half. So look for a pass here, maybe a screenplay.
Well, now that we got Cole back, that is a large part of our game that has been missing the past 2 weeks. We'll see what they do. 3rd down and 9. They send Patzer in motion. Takes a snap. Quick throw out to Patzer, just a little bit ahead of him.
That got tipped. That got tipped by number 4 there for the Royals.
Nevertheless,
Joey Lucius
getting a hand on it, batting it down, and Goodwin now on to punt for the Rangers. And hopefully we get a good punt with this wind. Howie Johnson gets the boys lined up.
He's going to have to aim this a little bit right.
Drops the arm. Good punt from Goodwin. Return by Woodbury.
Sidelines.
Good coverage by the Rangers.
Good job there just to keep him pinned up against the sidelines as more and more of your coverage team comes down.
1st and 10. Caleb, what kind of adjustments do you see necessary for the Rangers coming out of half to keep this lead and come home with a victory?
I want them to force Woodbury to run the ball. I know they have a dangerous running back, but I trust our D-line to stop him.
Magello, hands off.
Oh, there's a hold on Howie Johnson again.
Coming outside.
It looks like they saw this one this time.
A run of maybe 1, but they'll lose yardage on the holding call.
Howie Johnson pulling his shoulder pads back in again.
I think you should just look at Howie and Gruba after every play, and if their jersey is pulled down around their shoulder pads.
Well, one thing that One thing that did cause that, though, that it is getting in the heads of the offensive linemen is right before the snap, Gruba and Howie Johnson are switching sides, and so they're not staying 1v1 on the same player. So it is a little bit different going Howie Johnson versus Gruba. It's two different rush styles. Howie Johnson is more of a speed rush, and Gruba is more of a power rush.
Magello takes the snap, handoff, going right. Ranger Wrecking Crew converging at the line of scrimmage to take him down, leading to a 2nd and 20. Ball will be on the 25.
Would have been interesting to see the quarterback, Magello's, pull that. Looked like it was an RPO. He had trips to the bottom side of the field, running what looked to be slant routes that were open, but something scared him off to give it, and sets up a 2nd and long.
Bagelos out of the pistol.
Rendell
looks to pass.
Blitz.
Throwing downfield. He's got
back.
a receiver. Complete. Huge gain for the Royals.
Strip that ball out.
Walters trying to get the strip. Unable to. That's a huge gain across the middle for the Royals. Ball now into Ranger territory, and they'll set up at the 40 for a 1st and 10.
A little bit of a different pass. That was a play-action pass. Woodbury's been doing a lot of quick game, getting the ball out, but great ball by Bagelos.
I will say
break down the field.
I will say there was, I don't mean to say this again, but Howie Johnson was adjusting his shoulder pads once again.
Boy, that fan mic is real loud. We'll get some laundry on the field here. False start, back him up. It's a way to kill a drive with some penalties. It'll be 1st and 15 now for the Royals. Ranger student section finally getting into it here into the 2nd half. It's the first real chant I've heard from them all night. Bagelos takes a snap, drops to pass.
Gruba
looking deep, but he's got Gruba around his waist. Oh, big hit. I believe that was Caden Christensen. Jackson Christensen
coming in, but Gruba had him, and he just needed a little help finishing him off, and Jackson Christensen came up and laid the boom on him.
Bagelos shaking that one off on his way to the sideline.
And yet again, there was a hold on Gruba. If I was B-Scout, I would definitely be on this officiating crew to watch the defensive ends getting held. It's been two of the last 3 plays that were pretty blatant.
2nd down and 20 now, ball on the 50. Rangers showing a lot of pressure up front. Looks to pass down the sideline. Ball batted away. TJ Walters.
TJ Walters, we're getting his name right, everybody. We have been corrected from our sheet here that was printed incorrectly the entire year. So once again,
the offense ran back-to-back plays. That was the same exact play that they ran before that. The quarterback just didn't have time to get it up. The coach saw that against, that's the athlete we talked about, number 8.
Cobb Butler.
They liked the matchup over there, but the 2 plays before, Walters had good coverage, and they tried to test him again. Another good play on the ball.
I'm guessing this is going to be another long one, unless they run some sort of draw.
Rangers show blitz coming.
Bagello runs out of bounds, not anywhere close to a 1st down. This will bring up 4th down and long. And I'm betting they're going to punt here. The punt team does trot onto the field for the Royals.
The pressure came from the concept side, so Bagelos had the only option was for him to evade, whereas receivers weren't. Made him tuck the ball down and just get what he could. Completely stopped the pass from happening.
Right, that was a great blitz by Colby Christensen there, coming in, forcing him to have to throw across his body if he was going to throw.
Punt is away. High punt.
Everybody get away.
Takes a small Royal bounce.
Yeah, I don't even like guys standing around watching the ball. Like, just get away. Just get away.
Rangers will take over at the ball spotted at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, 23, yep.
1st and 10, Rangers.
8:02 left in the third.
Let's put some points on the board here, boys. Gurrell out of the pistol with Patzer in his left pocket. Takes a snap, throw downfield.
Oh, there's a hold. Come on.
And they're
Come
not going to
on,
call
ref.
pass interference. That was...
Wow.
Lashinsky couldn't get his arm around to even try for that ball.
Oh, that was blatant.
And that was a missed call if I've ever seen one. That was a huge chunk play and possibly a touchdown if he connects.
I mean, maybe they called it uncatchable, but if he wasn't being held, I don't know. I don't think
That's
so.
where the quarterback underthrowing the ball sometimes help in those situations, but an overthrow there leaves the ref deciding not to throw the flag.
I formation for the Rangers. Rell takes the snap, quick pitch to Patzer, makes a move inside, bounces off a few tacklers,
Gonna get about 2.
stays alive, and gains a few more. He was tackled onto the Royals, did a good job of keeping his knees and elbows up.
Gonna get about 2, and then about 5 after he was completely stopped and
Well, and also
getting great yards after contact.
good awareness of the referee here, seeing that he was not down.
Right.
And keeping that whistle out of his mouth. You could see him watching to make sure. And the extra effort by Patzer and the awareness of Patzer, gaining an extra few, brings up 3rd and short now. Gurrell under center. Takes the snap, handoff Patzer.
Up the
Patient
middle.
runner, 1st down.
Running over people.
Gain close to 10.
That'll move the chains.
1st down, Rangers.
You can see Woodbury try to battle and just get as low as they can on Patzer, and Patzer's really good at keeping his legs driving when he's going through tackles, and that's what leads through to so much yards after contact.
1st and 10, Rangers line up in that same heavy formation.
That was a great lead block there by DeMonso, too.
Gurrell takes the snap, handoff Patzer up the middle. And 73 there, Joey Norby had the right idea. Get him around the shoulder pads and then just lift his feet up and put all 312 pounds on Patzer's back to bring him down.
Hey, what do you know? Another school that puts heights and weights.
Yeah. Rangers liking to hide the height and weight of their players here. 2nd down and 8, ball on the 42. Gurrell out of the pistol. Lashinsky goes in motion. Handoff Patzer up the middle again. Gain of 1. It's 3rd and medium.
I don't know. On one of these RPOs, Rendell was on a free release over there. Again, he's being left alone out there. If they do pull one down and drop one over the top to Rendell, he's got a lot of space out there by himself.
3rd down and 7. Cole's going to be looking for a receiver downfield here. Takes a snap, counter to Cordy, breaking open. It's going to be 4th and 1.
Close, 4th and about a half a yard.
What do you do?
Like. I don't know. I would line it up. Line it up. Let's go.
Looks like
At least give it a hard count.
I would definitely give it a hard count, and I would actually give it a hard count and then snap it.
Okay, so Cole comes off. Nolan goes in at quarterback. Wildcat with Patzer. He's got the 1st down. Breaks
And
free.
more. That'll move the chains.
8 yards for the Rangers and a 1st down.
Force Lake
Wildcat.
showing Woodbury how to run the Wildcat effectively.
Woodbury tried the Wildcat down on the Rangers' 1-yard line earlier tonight and was stonewalled.
Here's how we do that. Hold my Gatorade.
Cole back in the pistol. 1st and 10. Takes the snap, handoff, Patzer. Makes a good cut.
Oh,
ball
fumble.
out.
Ball is on the ground.
Woodbury picks it up, and that's going to be a turnover for Woodbury and a flag on the play.
The flag came out late.
And another flag. That one's going to be a personal foul on B-Scow, I believe. B-Scow was not happy that they didn't call him down.
Sideline warning. Forest Lake bench. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Forest Lake bench. 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the return.
These guys making no friends over on our near sideline.
Well, I wouldn't.
Can I just say one thing?
Yep.
It was a legendary toss by the referee. He looked at the coach and just threw his hat. If it wasn't on our team, I would have loved that a lot more.
Well, I do believe that B-Scout has probably been fired up and probably been yelling at these guys on their holding call misses, because the defensive ends have been being held by the right and the left tackle all night long.
1st and 10. Flag on the play now.
12 men, maybe?
No, that's a...
No, what else it could be?
Yeah, encroachment.
I didn't even see movement. I wasn't looking at the play.
Yeah, he came across, but nobody moved, so that really shouldn't have been actually
High school
called.
rules, if they come across, it's automatic flag, unfortunately.
Is it automatic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I don't agree with, but, that's just the rules. The rules.
So that sets up a 1st and 5 for the Royals. Jellos takes the snap, looks to pass, quick swing out to the running back, and he's going to be close to a 1st down before going out of bounds.
That was a nifty little play. Not like a toss, a swing. More like a swing screen. It really gets the ball on the perimeter a lot faster, and the double team on the top of our screen really dominated that cornerback on the outside, sealing that edge.
Yeah, Reed Olson had no chance of making that play the way those two receivers blocked him into the sideline. 1st and 10. Jello sends a man in motion. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. Holding. Finally made. Lots of running around for a play that's going to come back. Caden Christensen definitely got turned around.
This is not 2021, my
Colby
friend.
Christensen, excuse me. Caleb, you would know, are they related?
Yes.
Okay, those two are related. So I was in the ballpark. Caden is sitting
We
2
got
rows in front of us.
2 Christensens on the team. One is related, one is not.
Okay, so Colby is related.
Yes.
Jackson, not so much.
No relation.
All right.
Okay, so that's actually going to be a 15-yard variety face mask, so definitely
Oh, they got a whole face
back
mask.
him up, yeah.
All right, well, we'll take that over a holding call any day. 1st and about 25. Will be 25. Jello sends a man in motion again. Takes a snap, looks to pass. Quick one over the middle. Nice athletic play by their number 1 receiver out there, Cobb Butler.
He's
Hauling
lived
that one
up
in.
to the praise and the hype that the Forest Lake coaches gave him pre-game, as seen on TV. That is quite the catch, especially for a high school receiver.
Like, this number 55 is getting underneath Howie Johnson's shoulder pads every play. It's ridiculous.
Jellos
And a hold again.
making a play downfield. Gain of a couple, but yeah.
Hey,
Gruba, I believe, was mauled on that one. And I do not think we have the favor of the referee standing at our sideline currently to be shouting out those holding calls any longer.
Well, I mean, that's part of the reason why they were probably mad, because, like, no, I'm not going to call that. But, like, it's pretty blatant every time.
3rd and 13, Royals.
Oh, come on. He's holding him again. Jeez.
I mean, the whole defensive line was getting held on that one, and
Like,
they still got the play off.
The guy was falling backwards, and he did not let go and just pulled him down on top of him. It was...
If I'm Woodbury and I'm going for this, you know who the ball's going to?
Yep.
And they just subbed him out. So I think that's a big time. I don't know what the play call is or what the OC's thinking, but
I'm lost now.
I'm glad, if I'm the defensive coordinator, not having to guard 8 on this play.
4th and 8. Vagelos takes the snap, rolls to pass, throw downfield. He's got a receiver, first down. Inside the 10.
That's a comeback route, run to perfection. Walters has to respect the deep game, and that should have been the Cobb Butler, but his sub came in and made a play. Woodbury has depth at the receiver position, that's for sure, and now let's see if the Rangers can get another goal line stand here. 1st and goal on the 10.
That was Charlie Jacobson on the first down reception for the Royals. Vagelos takes a snap, handoff right into the teeth of the Ranger wrecking crew, and Gruba's there to make that tackle immediately. And the Royals have struggled to score in this area of the field. We'll see if the defense can continue to do that, Caleb.
I want to see the OZ dial up a creative, unique play for Cobb Butler. We've seen a lot of the stalling happen in the red zone. They just don't have a set play to go to. They're not getting the ball into the playmakers. A little bubble screen or just anything getting it into his hands early is going to eliminate bad things from happening, and it's also going to give them a chance to score, which they haven't had a lot of tonight.
Vagelos on 2nd and goal takes a snap, looks to pass, pressure coming from behind. Good pass, great catch. Touchdown, Royals.
It looked like Reed almost helped him catch that ball. Unfortunately, he played really good defense, and he was there when the ball, but him trying to bat it down actually played in favor of Woodbury, knocking it more into his hands, and 9-7 ball game pending the extra point. Rangers still have a lot of time to make up some ground here. So you can see on the replay, just a slant, flat concept, puts it right on him, and you can't really ask for better defense.
Pushed it right into his lap. Extra point is up and good. Score now 10-7 with 34 seconds left to play in the third. And
you know what they say? Good offense beats good defense every time.
Actually, you know what? If you want a key to that drive there, it's called holding. That wasn't actually called the entire drive. So, like, keys to that drive, I'm sorry, I've been a little bit quiet, and I've been a little bit steaming and a little bit...
At this point, you know it's not going to get called, so, you just got to roll with the punches.
Unfortunately, that's where we're at.
I mean, if I was B-Scout, I would say, you know what, every left tackle, like all of the tackles on the outside, hold, tackle them, and make them call it on us, so they have to get called on.
All right, Woodbury sets up at the 40, ready to kick the ball back to the Rangers. Cordy and Lashinsky deep to receive for the Rangers. Another squib kick taken by Phil. Across the 30, getting out to the 40, down about the 41.
I really wish Phil played offense. He was on our 7-on-7 team this spring, and he's really dangerous and fun to watch with the ball in his hands. Plays safety for us and plays a really good safety, but
Well, maybe he just has to pick one off back there in center field and run it back.
True. I would be happy.
So we'll see what the Rangers can do. I'm hoping for a nice, long, sustained drive that takes some clock off the...
Some time off the clock.
Some time off the clock. That's what I meant to say. Gurel under center in the eye. Takes a snap. Keeps himself across the 50. Taken down close to a first down.
Wow, that was not a good spot.
That was a great job of him being decisive, which we didn't see earlier in the game. We saw him should have run it, and he kind of threw it out to the flat. He learned, and now he just made a move. That linebacker was trying to play both, but with a decisive move like that, it was not able to and knifed it up for 9 yards.
That will be the end of the third quarter for us, and we'll go to the fourth. Rangers down 10-7, but I got a good feeling about this drive.
What's your good feeling? What are you predicting, my friend?
I'm thinking points on the board.
Points on
Ranger
the board.
Lead again at the end of this drive.
So a touchdown, not a field goal.
A touchdown.
I'm thinking Sam Cordy. It's been Patzer.
Cordy's had one or two that have been bottled up pretty well, but I mean, with his athletic ability,
right? He's had a few that he's tried to stretch out, and if he just gets a couple and gets some space.
One of them was also that counter that goes right back into the line of scrimmage where they try and set up a hole for him. He's a lot better out on the perimeter, which I'm guessing we'll probably see before the game is over.
We kind of got the heavy package in most of the game here with DeMonso on the left side. Usually that was Rendell's spot in the back, but
here we go. Second down and short. Passer up the middle.
Fumble on the exchange.
They're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. That was making up for that last spot. 3rd down and 1. Big 3rd down here. Rangers really need a conversion.
I would be bringing Gruba in on this one. Gruba and Rendell on one side and just make them beat you. You got Rendell and DeMonso up to the right.
Gurel out of the pistol. Sending a man in motion. Patzer up the middle. He's going to be close.
He's going to be close. That's real close.
All right, well, the ref on our side is sending the chains. So we like the call. 1st down.
You do not want to run it into the teeth of this Woodbury defense. They are loaded at defensive tackle. Loaded in weight as well. It's going to be really hard to move in between the tackles.
Fresh set of downs for the Rangers. Handoff, Nolan.
DeMonso
bouncing off of one of his own men. 1st down Rangers and a gain of 11.
That'll move the chains.
1st down, Rangers keep rolling here. This is what we like to see. Just can't let her stall out. Nolan, love watching him run the ball the way he's a little bit of a smaller passer, I feel like.
Cody Houston and Mark Rendell both were blocking ahead of him on the second line there. Allowed him to get that at 5 extra yards.
Pitch out to Patzer. Patzer gets the edge across the 30. He's got a nice block ahead of him down the sideline, out of bounds at around the 10-yard line. And that's the chunk yardage that we need from Patzer late in the game.
Blocking on that was great on the outside. Caden Bashinsky.
They call him out 5 yards short to where.
Caden Bashinsky in the center of your screen here had a great block. He actually blocked 2 guys with that one block by pushing him out and getting him turned.
We got it right. Just barely stepped out.
This is where we've seen the play action pass kind of in this range of the field be really effective for the Rangers. We'll see what they decide to do here.
Cordy and Patzer to either side of Gurel. They send Cordy out. They'll throw a swing out to him. Caught.
Backwards pass. I don't like that backwards pass when there's 2 guys out there.
Good defensive play by the Royals. Loss of 2.
I like the idea, getting the ball into Cordy's hands. You're just trusting that your two receivers out there are going to make blocks, which the receiver out there, I don't know who that was, but he went right to the safety when he should have went to the most dangerous man they call. But a little mental lapse there, setting the Rangers up in 2nd and long.
I really would have liked Cole to have a little bit more patience and have Cordy get in front of him, so it would have been a forward pass rather than a
handoff. Patzer back going
Stacked
left of the
up.
center of the field, and he's not going to get much. Third down and 13. Be a little bit farther than that. Rendell and DeMonso will head off. Cordy will check back in.
Most likely see Cole get out of the pocket. But they did show a drop back pass, which has not been prevalent in the Rangers offense, so they kind of got both things being able to be ran here.
I don't know. I think Ethan Lashinsky is going to be on a crosser route here.
Gurrell takes a snap, rolls left to throw. He's got a receiver, dropped. That was the first down we needed, incomplete.
That was Ethan Lashinsky.
Looking for Lashinsky, unable to come up with the catch.
The flood concept, you see the Rangers run a lot, especially when the quarterback rolls out. Cole putting a great ball on his receiver, just not able to come down with it, and it's going to force a field goal try here for Goodwin.
Rangers going to try and tie it up. This one, not a gimme.
Definitely
32 yards. We got a kicker here in Forest Lake now. Let's see if we can't get this one through the uprights and tie this game up. Goodwin, spot, hold, kick.
No good.
No good. I believe there was a hand on it. I think number 3 for the Royals, Ben Hansen, got through and may have gotten a finger or two on it to knock the trajectory down a few degrees.
A lot of the times when you see a field goal kick from such far ranges, especially for a high school kicker, they think they really need to drill it, and then that's going to make the angle come off a lot sharper and going to leave the opportunity open for hands on the line of scrimmage to get at it.
Well, now would be the time for a Phil interception at center field, although the Royals are probably going to try and play a bit of the clock game here.
Stop them here, Rangers!
1st and 10.
Okay, yeah, do that. All right, drops back to pass. Nothing open. Lots of time. And
rolls out and gets out of bounds.
No.
Flag not called. That was a close one. Gain of 5 for the Royals.
All right, Rangers got away with a 1 there. However, the getting away with some is still not even close to even.
2nd and 5. And I guess they're not really trying to run the clock. They're just running the offense that has been working well for them. Quick swing out to the right side. Good blocking by the Royals downfield, and he'll head out of bounds.
That's Walters.
Maybe a
coming
gain
in.
a yard.
TJ Walters coming in, making a good tackle for no gain. 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Both plays, they've run out of bounds, stopping the clock. That's
not taking a whole lot of time off the clock.
35 plus 35, you do the math. It's almost like a minute that remains on the clock that should be off just because of them staying in bounds. Which helps the Rangers because we're more of a running team, so the more clock we can have, the better.
Big stop needed here for the Ranger defense. 3rd and 4.
Jackson Christensen
takes
throwing
the snap.
blitz. Rendell,
and
screen
they got the
pass.
screen off. Phil able to make the open field tackle and stop what would have been a bigger gain, but that's still going to be a gain of 10 and a 1st down for the Royals. They ran that play earlier, and the defensive line was able to retrace their steps pretty well earlier.
They had an all-out blitz called, though.
Yeah.
That time it wasn't a screen.
Oh, it wasn't a screen.
Yeah.
That short drag route really hurts the defense just because when zone drops are taught to be 12 yards deep, and that drag route that goes across, especially when it's not a screen and your D-line is rushing the quarterback, it's really not coverable if you're in zone. Only way to stop it is if you go man coverage.
1st and 10 for the Royals. Takes a snap, QB
Jackson
keeper.
Christensen coming in off
Ball
the
out.
edge, causing a fumble.
Rangers think they got it. What's the call going to be?
Rangers football. Jackson Christensen coming off the edge on a blitz. Great job, Jackson.
Huge
Wow.
play for the Rangers. That's what they needed. Jackson Christensen punching that ball out.
And on the bottom of the pile, fighting for it. He causes the fumble and gets the fumble recovery. Nice job, Jackson Christensen.
1st and 10 for the Rangers. 7:24 left to play in the 4th. We need a touchdown, boys. Let's make it happen. Gurrell brings his offense back out onto the field. Cordy in motion, takes a snap, looks to pass, throw downfield, nobody there,
Oh,
intercepted
that's
by the
picked.
Royals.
Oh, there's a hold there.
Going back the other way. Cole able to make the tackle. So a quick swing of emotion right back to the Royal bench.
I understand the call. Like we've talked about, change of possession. You want to ride the momentum, take a shot deep, but Cole it didn't look like he saw anything. He just kind of threw it up, hoping.
I mean,
he had a better shot against the sidelines to Lashinsky. Actually, Mitch Long was on the sidelines running up.
Cobb Butler, we've talked about him. Playmakers make plays when they got to, and he definitely did there.
Royals run it out left. Rangers making the stop after a gain of 8.
One of the things that could have been going through his head is if he thought they were in man coverage, him throwing that seam, he would have no idea if it was man coverage that outside guy would be coming off his guy in zone coverage. Cornerbacks are turned towards the quarterback, so potentially him throwing that thinking that the outside cornerback's head was turned and he wouldn't have been able to jump on top of that route, but just unfortunate sequence, and now the Rangers defense has got to make a stop here.
There was also a lot of air under that ball to react to it.
2nd down and 3. Royals take the snap, hand off, going left. And a 1st down and tackles broken. DeMonso finally making the stop after a gain of 15 on the play. A 1st down for the Royals. Now we're getting to the point that we really do need that ball back, and we cannot let the Royals score.
Some people say they don't believe in momentum, but I just don't get how they believe that, because clearly you've seen momentum shift this game. Swung it one way and now it swung back the other way, and you just see how energized Woodbury is now and how deflated Forest Lake is. But still time to change it around.
Well, I mean, you can also attribute that to being tired, too. The Ranger defense has been on the field for a long time now.
That run out left, gain of maybe a couple. 2nd down. Believe he ran out of bounds. So that'll stop the clock. At least we got that going for us right now. We got to keep. I mean, this right here basically needs to be your stop.
Yeah, this is where I'm gonna call on Howie Johnson right here. He needs to come in, make a big play.
Quick pop pass for the Royals. And a 1st down.
Smart to run away the other side.
Oh, but again, I believe he went out of bounds.
He did go out of bounds as well.
But a score here is not going to help anything. Need a turnover, need a fumble.
Thanks for the warning. I was on
5 minutes and 20 seconds left to play. Clock running. Jealous goes hard count. Rangers don't move. Taking all the time they can off the clock. Handoff going left. And the Royal running game is working now.
You're going to see them go hard count a lot. In high school, if you don't trust your quarterback to take the most time off the clock, a good thing is the check with me when you can give them the play with 8 seconds left, so then they really have to snap it with like 2 or 3 seconds left. They're not going to snap it early. I think that's what you're going to see the Royals do here.
Well, one thing the Royals do know that the Rangers are going more all out on the blitz, so that's why they're attacking them on the edges with Tisdale.
Jealous keeps and is run right into Caden Christensen. It's the second big hit he's taken tonight.
That one hurt my head from up here.
So 3rd and 7. Need a stop. Clock running.
Biggest play of the game right here.
Here we go. 3rd and 7. Ball on the 13. Vagelos takes the snap. Pop pass. Going back across. That's going to be close to a first down. I think they marked him short.
That jet motion play they scored like an 80-yard touchdown on last week. One of the coaches, favorite plays of it, and you can see how effective it is. Setting up a 4th and short, and I think he'd go for this. If you are the Royals, if you don't make it, you're forcing the Rangers offense to go 95 yards.
A field goal does nothing for you here.
If you do, you basically seal the game. So I said last play was the biggest play of the game. Now it's this one.
Right here is the biggest play of the game because a field goal does nothing for you. You're going to go for it.
Vagelos out of the pistol. Timeout called by the Royals.
Timeout. Woodbury. First timeout, the second half.
Obviously didn't like how the Rangers were set up.
Well, I tell you what I would do. I would send everyone.
Here's where their chess match ensues. Is Woodbury going to come out in the same formation that they did? Because that's what Forest Lake is most likely planning on. Or is Woodbury going to switch it up? And then just the talks in the huddles of what you're going to do is based on what the other team's going to do. And is the coach going to think it's best? Sometimes you say, they know what we're going to run and we're just going to beat them. Or sometimes, teams like to get cute and switch it up a little bit. We'll see what they do here.
I'm going to say the Rangers' power game is just power rushing. Send everyone. Go.
Royals using the Wildcat. It didn't work for them the last time.
Oh, he moved. Come on.
You can't call 2 consecutive timeouts.
I don't know. That left guard flinched, though.
Timeout. Woodbury. Second half.
I don't. You're not supposed to be able to call 2 consecutive timeouts, I don't believe, and they just did. And the guard flinched.
Did B-Scout call the last one? No, I mean
No.
the first one.
No, Woodbury called both of them. Woodbury came running down the sideline to call both of them. All right, so they're going to line up the same way. 4th and 1. This is close to your ball game right here. Woodbury trying to run forward for it. Stacked up.
Ooh.
And he's going to have the first down.
Are you sure about that?
Judging by where that ref ran up.
The ref is standing 1 yard in front of the
first down.
Yeah.
First down, Woodbury. And they'll be able to keep the clock rolling. And I believe we get a timeout from the Rangers now.
Timeout. Second half.
So really tonight, a lot of miscues by your Forest Lake squad with penalties and some plays that just didn't go our way.
Let's not talk about penalties.
Well,
because we have had a lot of penalties. Yes, there have been a lot of mistakes. However, I believe that we should have been seeing a squad on the other side that also should have had a lot of those as well.
That's very true. Okay.
Given that, the Rangers still have a chance. We have two timeouts, but we just can't let them score, get this to a 2-possession game.
Right. I mean, we need a goal line stand here, and we need to hopefully have them run out of bounds again.
Handoff Royals.
Push them out of bounds.
Stacked up by the Ranger defense. Gain of a couple. That'll bring up second down. And the clock will run.
Timeout.
Nope.
Forest Lake has called a timeout.
Just kidding. Gotcha.
Just kidding.
Please reset the game clock to 2:36.
So we'll have a few seconds added on.
Hold your breath, Ranger fans. Game is not over. And the way this game is going, we've seen a couple of hiccups come from the Royals in the red zone. So it's not like this game is locked up.
No. That last first down was a big gut punch, but the Rangers still with a chance to stand up and get back in the fight here. 2 minutes, 36 seconds.
And this is the area here where I'm looking for Nate Schleif, number 88, to get a real big, quick push on this center, because he has been showing some problems with some snaps. And if you get off the ball quick down here, you can cause some real havoc.
Handoff, stuffed.
Wow, DeMonso with a great wrap-up.
Rangers burn another timeout. That's their last one for the ball game.
You know, the most interesting thing that's going to be decided here is the trust that the OC has with the quarterback. We've seen this happen in the red zone where he did trust the quarterback and it came back to bite him. Can Forest Lake bet on a run of the football? That's to be seen. Woodbury, you don't want to pass the ball and stop the clock. Basically gives Forest Lake another timeout and 2 minutes plus left to drive the rest of the field. If it's a run, this clock goes down to under 2 minutes, and it depends on a field goal to extend the lead here. We'll see what they decide to do.
If I was Woodbury here, this is straight 4-down territory. A field goal does nothing for you here.
Run outside. Still trying to get there.
Touchdown.
Unable
Woodbury.
to. Royals able to get it across the goal line and extend their lead 16-7. So the Rangers will have 2 minutes and 24 seconds to get the ball back, score a touchdown, kick an onside kick, get the ball back, score again. Waiting on the extra point here. Flag on the play, that'll back them up.
You know, if we do come back, the book written on this game is going to be wild.
We've seen it happen before, but man, there's been some exciting games in the Forest Lake catalog here the past couple of years. We'll see if we can't make this one another one. Rangers trying their best to block that one. They tack on the extra point. So the Royals with a 10-point lead. And a run back here could go a long way of scoring quick, because it's going to have to, one of these scores is going to have to be quick. We don't have enough time.
Right. I mean, essentially, you're going to have to pull out almost everything you got on any trick play. Anything that you think you may want to use later on in the season. Now's a good time to practice it when you need a miracle.
Here we go. Not thinking they're going to send this one down to Cordy.
This will probably be squib kicked again. I don't think they would kick it deep here.
No, especially going off the record for tonight. Kicking from the center of the field. They do kick this one deep. Into the end zone.
The fake reverse. There it was. There it was.
So the offense will get the ball at the 20. They got 2 minutes and 24 seconds to try and make this in a ball game.
You can hear a pin drop in here.
It is fairly quiet. I'm going to say that you got to look for
It's going to be plays downfield.
Caden Bashinsky in motion.
Gurrell sends a man in motion, takes a snap, looks to pass.
That was a screen that
Throwing a screen back to Patzer, but Patzer nowhere near the ball.
Ready. I think he got
Patzer
stuck
got
on
destroyed.
his block. He got stuck on his block.
Here we go. 2nd and 10. Gurrell out of the pistol. Drops the throw across the middle. He's got a receiver.
Catch.
Rangers are going to have to hurry.
Get up on.
Threw it out of your camera shot.
First down. Clock will start to run. Be about 2 minutes when they get this play off. Takes a snap, looks to throw. He's got Cordy down the sideline and out of bounds.
Good job getting out of bounds. Nice play. That'll move the chains.
Minute 50.
Minute 50, 17-7. Rangers are down, looking to move the chains quick. The clock will stop every time the chains move as well, so if we can keep the first down train going, it will save a lot of time.
Gurrell takes the snap, rolls right to throw. Steps into this one, outside, Wyszynski, and a late flag.
That'll move the chains. Oh, they are holding the stick, so that would indicate that it might be on Forest Lake.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass.
Oh.
There we go.
Number 4. Field penalty.
It's a big penalty that we need there.
First down.
So that'll tack on 15 extra. Keep on moving that ball. Into the red zone go the Rangers with a minute 45. Ball on the 18.
Yeah, he definitely did take about 2 steps after throwing that pass, and then he got hit. So good call there by the refs.
Gurrell takes a snap, drops straight back to throw into the end zone. Nobody there, sends it out of the back of the end zone. Second down.
Ran a post wheel combination on the near side. Woodbury played it to perfection. Looks like they were in cover 4, some sort of quarters,
and
able to shut that down. Nowhere to go.
Also a good job just to get rid of it once he saw that there was nothing doing on that play. Just get rid of it, send it out of the back of the end zone. No intentional grounding.
Second and 10. Rangers need to put one in the end zone here. Takes a snap, drops to throw. Looking outside, he's got a receiver. Reed Olson. Rangers got to get to the line. Minute 30.
That's a first down. That should stop the clock.
We'll stop the clock until it is set. Then old White Hat to wind it. Gurrell's got to get his boys lined up. Takes a snap, rolls to throw. Back to Cordy, touchdown! A nice drive by the Rangers.
It's a really good throw to have patience to throw across your body. Get it to a wide open Cordy in the left side of the end zone there.
So Goodwin to tack on the extra point and make this one a 3-point game.
And I believe neither team has any timeouts left.
Encroachment.
I don't know. With the encroachment, if it is encroachment, I might actually run a 2-point conversion here.
Encroachment, number 77. The penalties decline. Retract.
2-point conversion gets you an onside kick. The math is 13-17. If you run a 2-point conversion here, you get it to 15-17. Then you would need an onside kick and a long field goal, which would win you the game instead of tying you the game if you were to go for it.
Snap, hold, kick up, and good. All right, so now we need the onside kick here.
Like I said, the book written on this game is going to be crazy when the Rangers win this game. Just saying. You heard it here first.
Rangers got some momentum.
Onside kicks are no gimmies.
It's one of the hardest plays in sports.
It is.
Royals are going to have their dogs. I would think in number 8 they would set him up wherever to get this on the hands team.
I would have to think this is going to be one of those side squibber kicks to hope to bounce it off of somebody.
We've done it twice. I believe the last time it didn't even come close to 10 yards, correct?
That is correct.
Now, he's
got to boot this. Like, I would just pick a guy and boot it right at his helmet and hopefully you get a good bounce.
Number 8's Davis Cobb Butler is set up as the catch man.
He's going for the top end over end, trying to get a good second hop.
Kick is away.
That's a good,
taken by the Royals.
Taken by the Royals, and he did get a nice, good second high hop. Rangers just didn't get lucky and get it.
So pending a bad snap exchange fumble.
Which there has been.
Which Stillwater, all they had to do was hand the ball off once. And they
that was really close. Rendell almost had a hand on that.
Minute 13 left.
This is a huge game, like we talked about, for the standings. It's going to put Woodbury, given if these teams do have the same record at the end of the season, they will have the tiebreaker. Stillwater also has the tiebreaker over Forest Lake.
Woodbury.
This is really the battle for second place in the conference. Stillwater's kind of running away with I don't know whether it's a division or conference. I think it's division now
Yeah,
that
it's division.
the conference has changed and there's a bunch of realignment and things. But Stillwater looking really good in the standings in our division. I don't know what their game, if they played tonight.
All right, that should bring it down. That will.
Are you looking at the
Woodbury
computer?
will do it.
Stillwater played White Bear Lake tonight on White Bear Lake's homecoming. Doesn't look like we have the score for that.
Standings.
I have the standings right here, buddy.
Oh. Well, I can.
Stillwater's number 1. Woodbury's going to move to number 2. Forest Lake's going to drop down to number 3, pending all the other scores of what happened tonight. But now Forest Lake looks like we're going to be gunning for number 3 in our division. Number 1 and number 2 are kind of out of the picture, but it's worth noting every team in high school football gets in the playoffs. So you just want to be playing your best football going into the playoffs. That's what really matters. And the Rangers still have options to do that going into the future.
It is good to get a home game, too.
Yeah, but it's not as, I guess, for the fans. But a home field advantage for high school football isn't really that big of a deal as much as you see in like the NFL and college.
Once it starts to get cold and you supply your team with nice warm bleachers and things like that, it can get into.
It's nice for us that we don't have to travel. Is a nice one. But that'll take us to the end of this broadcast, and we will see you again next week in Egan, hopefully, pending a conversation with Egan to allow us to be there.
Right. Well, let's all hope that they let us broadcast and put me on double duty, cameraman and announcer next week.
Put your notifications on for the YouTube channel here.
Also, make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell. That will tell you when.
I love that you do that every time.
Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell. It'll tell you when the Rangers are playing next week, when our next stream is. So that's me. I'm Joel Geist and
Noah Casa.
Caleb Casa.
And we're signing out. Hopefully we will be with you next week. If not, we'll be back Thursday, October 19th against Roseville, right back here at home. We'll see you then.